order of the meeting. Okay, try this again. I'll call to order the meeting of the Greenwood Stormwater Board, Wednesday, June 2nd. It's 4:04. We have roll call, please.
David Payne.
Here.
Forrest Sutton.
Here.
Tim McLaughlin. Tim McLaughlin.
Here.
There we go. Hi, Tim. All right. We'll entertain a motion for approval of minutes from our last meeting of May 14th.
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. McLaughlin. Motion by Mr. Sutton. Any discussion about the minutes?
No, sir.
All right. All in favor of approval, say aye.
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 Aye. Show those as being approved.
I think we'll have to go through roll call again with that, like last time.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we have roll call, please.
David Payne.
Aye.
Forrest Sutton.
Aye.
Tim McLaughlin.
Aye.
Okay. Old business. Anything? All right, moving to new business. We have a public-private partnership with Clearbrook Village.
Okay, first item on the agenda here is the public-private partnership with Clearbrook Village. My name is Chris Jones, I'm the Stormwater Superintendent. We received an application for the public-private partnership from the HOA to help support their retention pond and retention pond maintenance. We received the application, we've gone through it, we've scored it on behalf of the department and provided the board with a recommendation. The HOA is here if you have any questions about the application. I do have some. There we go. We do have some pictures of this for your reference. Okay, as you can see on the screen, Clearbrook Village is on the left of the screen, and this is the retention pond. As you can see, the Clearbrook Village, or the retention pond, splits Clearbrook Village with the neighboring subdivision. However, that neighboring subdivision does, even though they drain into this retention pond, they do not support it. They're not responsible for the retention pond, as is Clearbrook Village is responsible for the entire retention pond. What they are having an issue with is the north end of the retention pond. So the north end gets a lot of wave action from the wind that blows across, and so it continues to erode just mainly the north end of the pond. And as you can see from the two aerial views that we have, that they end up having to move the fence back onto the high school's property so they can still maintain that area. The photograph on the left shows where all of the previously placed riprap has eroded into the pond. They've asked us, over the last couple of years for suggestions and alternatives. We've looked at several different things with the HOA. They've gone to great lengths to retain several different landscape companies and contractors to look at the best means to secure and maintain this area of the pond. So, and I think they've come up with a good solution here just for that north end, and it's a vinyl sheet pile. So there's a evidence of it right there. We as the Stormwater Department believe this is probably the best alternative, considering this is just for one section from approximately 250 feet on the north end. This seems to be the best product for the area. one environmental concern, IDEM or Stormwater would have would be those aquatic animals that like to go from the water to the land. They would have a hard time scaling this wall. But considering this is just on a certain section, we recommend that this would be a good product to install and for us to support. I don't know if you have any questions of the board, or I'm sorry, the HOA board.
Is there anybody that wants to speak on behalf of this at all, or are you comfortable with what Chris had to say?
We're prepared for any questions you may have, and we are quite confident with whatever you guys think.
Okay, thank you. Chris, I noticed in your recommendation that there's going to be some additional riprap that's put in. I know that's not your favorite thing.
Yeah, that was one question that we had, and probably for your contractors, why the additional riprap? If the sheet pile wall is going to be constructed, additional riprap in front of it, I would suspect that it would do the same thing that it's done previously, that it'll just erode into the waterway. It could be, I don't believe that it's much of a harm as much of an additional cost that might not be necessary. So that would be one item that we'd like for the contractor to probably contact us if we proceed and explain.
Well, the contractor, we asked him the same question, and he said that part of the process is that he's gonna go in to the pond with like a front loader or something, and he's gonna try to pull, once he gets that piling in place, to take his front loader and try to pull some of the existing riprap, back as close to that piling as possible. And he said, I don't know, I forget what it says in the estimate as far as how much riprap he thought he might be using, but he said he would use as little as possible and try to utilize the riprap that's already there that is falling underneath the water.
And Chris, this is a different pond than what we've dealt with in the past, right? There's
Yes.
another one over in that area that we've, so this is different. Okay. Is there any other discussion about this from the board?
I'm
No, sir.
a little curious as to how the addition on the east of that doesn't share maintenance of that.
Clever wording, I assume, in the plat documents.
I put it all on them, but that's,
Well, I think the same company, or the same entity developed both neighborhoods, and just lucky, I guess. It did just
the other question I had, is there any particular reason the riprap seems to have slid in there so easily? I mean, is the bank steeper or?
The banks are steep. I think it's the wave action, and, riprap is just mobile, as, I've said over the last few years, it just doesn't want to stay put, whether it's, for man-made reasons or, throwing it in or it just slides in. Some of the practice that the companies do, they put, and what IDEM even requests of us at times is to put down filter fabric and put the stone on top of it. Well, that just causes it to slip off over time. We found it's best to, just put the riprap down and then use the machine to kind of embed it into the soil. It seems to hold longer.
At the north end is blacktop from the school, is that correct? Or is there a field?
It's, the tennis courts are just on the other side. And I don't think, if there's anything, it's just sheet drainage that goes in. I don't believe, from what we've seen, it doesn't look like that's contributing to this issue.
Okay, thank you.
So the total cost of your project is $30,000. $34,588, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you're asking us for 50% of that, which would be $17,294, is that
Yes, sir.
correct? Okay, I'll do that. And then Chris, I think you want an operations and maintenance manual.
Yeah, and we'll help you create that, but an operation and maintenance manual is just a manual that says this is how we intend to maintain and take care of the pond. So I would recommend that we do support this project with the condition of that an operation and maintenance manual be recorded by the applicant and that the terms and conditions be outlined by the city of Greenwood Legal Department.
Is that good enough for you? Sam?
Yes.
All right, is there a motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second the motion.
Oh, okay. You roll call. That's good. All right, so we have roll call, please. We're all in favor.
David Payne,
Aye.
Forrest Sutton,
Aye.
Tim McLaughlin.
Aye.
All right, so that motion is being accepted. So you'll just need to get with Chris and kind of work out the details of what needs to happen next.
Wonderful, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Hope we can help get your problem solved. All right. Next on our list is Honey Creek Bridge inspection.
Okay, yes. Okay, so our Honey Creek Bridge construction project has been postponed until 2022. However, we'd like to get on record, secure the services for construction inspection. We have a proposal from Crossroad Engineers for the construction inspection services of the Honey Creek Culvert project in an amount not to exceed $192,000. I recommend that you approve or we accept this professional service agreement, terms and conditions outlined by the legal department, and authorize the stormwater superintendent to sign on the board's behalf.
So we're just basically getting a head start on this.
That's correct.
Okay. Any discussion from the board?
None.
All right. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Okay. As stated by our director. Tim,
I'm sorry, sir, I didn't hear you.
you want to make the motion as stated by our director?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Your roll call, please.
David Payne,
Aye.
Forrest Sutton,
Aye.
Tim McLaughlin.
Aye.
All right. Third item, equipment purchase.
Okay. So this kind of goes along with the Clearbrook Village. We found the need to secure a piece of equipment to help and assist, whether it's the city departments and or private retention ponds that need assistance with drawing down the levels of that pond. This huge trash pumps that we own, aren't sufficient. It'll take too long to do it. So we sent out a request for quotes for these trailer mounted pumps. And so we've decided on a 4-inch trash pump, trailer mounted, from Southeastern Equipment Company in an amount of $10,725.00. So I would recommend we purchase this, terms and conditions to be outlined by the legal department and authorize the stormwater superintendent to sign on the board's behalf.
Is this replacing anything or just in addition to?
It's an addition.
Any other questions from the board?
No.
All right, is there a motion?
I'll make the motion as described by the superintendent.
Second.
All right, roll call, please.
David Payne,
Aye.
Forrest Sutton,
Aye.
Tim McLaughlin.
Aye.
Okay. Moving on to our stormwater citation form.
Okay. Final item we have on the agenda is our citation form. It's the one that's been reviewed and accepted previously. However, we've added one addition of $135 of court costs at the request of the city court. So I recommend a motion to accept the updated version of the stormwater citation.
Okay, is there a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Second?
Yes, I'll second.
All right, any other discussion on this?
No, sir.
Okay, roll call, please.
David Payne,
Aye.
Forrest Sutton,
Aye.
Tim McLaughlin.
Aye.
Okay. Anything else on any business, Chris?
No.
Is there anything from the audience that would like to address the board on any other matter? No, sir. All right, moving on. Reports, anything from corporate council?
No.
All right, I don't see anybody from engineering. Anybody on Zoom? Controller? All right, Chris, you're up again.
All right, back to me. As far as field report, we do not have the numbers from Best Way yet. That will be next month. We had 3.06 inches of precipitation. Month of May, 61 degrees, the average temperature, 102 work orders initiated, 69 completed, 37 requests initiated, 38 completed. Our educational events were Girl Scout group tour, SISMA weed wrangle at the Nature Center, and we also did support the installation of native seed libraries, kind of like that book borrow libraries that you see around town. We had 2,429 locates, 13 erosion control permits, 178 ESC inspections, 1 stormwater management permit issue, 31 BMP inspections, and we were jetting Meridian Meadows, Christie Drive, Sable Ridge, and Cambridge Drive. That's all I have.
All right. Anything from the mayor's office? All right. Commissioners, any comments, anything?
No, sir.
All right. I will entertain a motion to accept the claims dockets as presented.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Roll call, please.
David Payne,
Aye.
Forrest Sutton,
Aye.
Tim McLaughlin.
Aye.
All right. Is there anything else that needs to come before the board? All right. Seeing none, we will be adjourned at 4:19. Thank you. Thanks for coming.
Thank you, everybody.
Lovely project.